Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Keeks. You know what I mean? I'm here to show you guys how to paint. Now, you know what I mean? The first thing that you got to do before you paint is, you know, grab a drink. Now, my drink right here today is a Sequench Session Sour. Session Sour by Dogfish Head. If you drink this on the beach, it quenches your thirst. It don't make you no fucking thirsty. You don't get no hangover. Actually, I'm lying. This is the first time I'm trying it. Let's see how it tastes. It's like water with seltzer. But it's good. I could see myself getting drunk off of this. But anyway, they say the key to anything that a man does is for the beaches. So what we're gonna do is we ain't going out trying to bag no beach. We bringing the beach to the canvas. So here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna start off with my colors real quick. It's gonna be this raw sienna, is it? Burnt sienna? I don't know, some sienna. I knew her way back in the day. And then we got white, we got weed green, we got blue, and then we got black. We're gonna put all these together, make a magical beach. So let's get right to it. First things first, we're gonna make sure you got a paper towel. Sponsored by some really deep fried memes right over here. I know where they got it from now. I discovered the secret. I'm out the loop. Next, we've got our 3 brushes right here. I got the big brush, I got a medium brush, and I got a small brush. You can have as many brushes as you like, but again, you know what I mean, I like to keep it extremely simple. So I'm gonna do it like that. Next thing, we got the paints, we got the brushes. Oh, you need a cup of water so you can clean all that shit in. When you're done, you know, you could just, you know, easy put away. Now, let's get started. So, first thing I'm gonna do, really big brush. You always want to start with the big brush because you wanna fill up this whole entire canvas with a bunch of color and then build stuff right on top of it. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, first I'm gonna start off a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna mix any of my colors. I hate mixing. It makes things super complicated, and people are like, oh, what do I mix with what? Nah, just do it. I'm gonna just do some, you know, some blue right here, and then I'm gonna go like this. Boom. Just kind of lay that down there. Make your mark. So, made my mark right here. Got some blue. It's too dark. Beach scene. It's daytime. It's sunny. It's magical. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get some white. Take some white, straight up white. I'm gonna just boom. I'm gonna bring that over, back and forth, back and forth. I'm gonna work that. I'm gonna work that. I'm gonna work that. Side to side. Always go side to side, side to side. You don't want to stop, you know, too much. You want to keep it going. That's how you get a nice, smooth, even surface. Like the leather in my Rari, you know what I mean? Next, you know, I'm gonna keep getting some blue. I'm gonna keep getting some white. Okay, why not? I'm gonna work this blue and this white here. But, you know, as I get to the top, I'm gonna just keep getting more and more white. I'm not gonna get any more blue. It's gonna be straight white. That doesn't sound too good, is it? Last time shit was straight white. You know what we got? We got orange. Crazy how life works. Now I'm gonna go like this, keep it going. They say Donald Trump wasn't good for comedy. Well, I made a bad joke, so you're kind of right. Anyway, let's go ahead. Ooh, swaggy. Keep going. Lots of white towards the top. It's blending in with that blue. Blending in with that blue. For you bloods out there, you might want to do a little different. Might turn out pretty cool. But you have a pink sky, not a red one. So just letting you know. Keep going down this way, and look at that. Look at that. It should look fresh. Looking nice. I remember the colors when I was in middle school. You either rocking pink, like powder pink, or baby blue. And you had your shoelaces untied on purpose. I'm gonna keep working that. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I feel myself getting a little comfortable with this whole video thing. I'm not really good at online but, you know, whatever's whatever. Also, wear clothes that you don't really care about getting dirty. Rest in peace to Bob Marley, but, you know, I don't really rep graphic shirts at all. Usually that formal wear, you know what I mean? Gotta look fresh for the hoes. Coming in strong. Just blue and white, blue and white. That's it. Go ahead. Some more blue, some more white down to here. And that's looking pretty dope. I like that. That's good right there. All right, so we got it like up to here. I like the sky, but you know, I also like water too. Well, drinking it at least. I can't get in this shit. I can't get into water unless I see what's right there in the water. I need to know what I'm getting into before I'm getting into it. So here we go. We're gonna freshen this up. Then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna be a little spicy right now. Pause. Take some green. And what makes a beach tropical and makes that water really stick out and you know, all foreign and all that is green, believe it or not. Phthalo green to be specific. I'm gonna do a line of this phthalo green. I'm not cleaning my brush. I got all that paint on the brush. I'm just gonna go and make a line just like that. Just right over there, just like that. Boom. Now I'm gonna go ahead. Got all that green. I'm gonna get some white. Boom. Put it right on top of there. And look at that. Now you get that nice minty fresh type of color. Now here's what we're gonna get a little bit crazy. I'm gonna bring this water down like this. Just a little bit, work it down. But then we're gonna take all three of these colors. I'm gonna take green, I'm gonna take white, I'm gonna take blue. Slap it right on there. Slap it right on there. I'm gonna go like this. Ooh. Do I like that? Do I not? It's okay, it's okay. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and fill that in. Fill all this in with that blue and that white. Bring it over. I'm gonna go over as I go. A little bit more. It's kind of like a backwards parentheses. That's what you want. And we're actually gonna come in and have a sandbar, you know, disrupting all this water right here. But that's not important right now. But what matters is that you paint more than what you think you're gonna go over. So I'm gonna go up a little bit more. I want my horizon to really be up there. I want it all the way up there. I'm gonna bring this down. Boom. Now once you got all that, you can just take some white, take some of that white in there. And painting it's fucking easy. It's so easy. All you gotta do is just take whatever color you got and then just lay it on there, and then when you wanna kind of play around with it, just add colors right on top. And if you know, if you're working with white, keep adding white if you want things lighter. And if it's dark, I mean if you want to make it lighter, add some white to it. But if you want to make it darker, you just go ahead and get whatever other colors you're working with. Like in this case, I'm gonna have some blue right here. But, you know, I'm not gonna stick to that because that is just way too blue. We want to have that going on right here. So I'm gonna take some white and then, you know, just lighten it up right away, just like that. It's getting less tropical, so I'm gonna get some green. Boom. There we go. Paint game emerald out here. You know what I mean? You want to keep following with that curve too. Keep following that curve. Keep smoothing it out. There we go. Now I'm gonna start to get. I'm gonna keep taking all three of these colors, and I'm gonna just keep working them from the outside, work my way back and forth, in. And I'm gonna go into those colors even more. The more colors you use, the more they, you know, kind of communicate with each other. They talk and they do all this other crazy shit. They start scheming. Shout out to 914, all great American scheme team. Go like that. that. You see now I got those nice little brush strokes, those nice little waves, all by themselves. We're not making them consciously. We're just letting the brush do all the work. You want to outsource all your work. The more you have other people doing for you, the more time you have to do other. Alright, there we go. Get some colors in there. I'm gonna smooth it out. I'm just taking my brush, slapping the base. Right here, slapping that shit. Woo. This beach gonna be fire. Go up a little bit, smooth that out too. Why not? There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, every once in a while, you want to take a step back. I'm gonna do that right now. My horizon is all sorts of up. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take all three of those colors again, you know, blue, green, and white. I'm gonna bring it over like that. Be extra green. Right here this way. Just keep it like that. Again, step back. Perfect. I'm good with this. Completely okay with this. Alright, so now I'm gonna take this brush right here. Retired. Boom. I'm all done with that. Putting it in the water cup, letting it chill for a little bit. I'm gonna take a sip before I do this next step because we're about to get busy. So this part right here specifically needs to dry. This part right over here, we can add some clouds right on top of it. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna show you all how to make clouds. So, gotta get that medium brush. Then we're gonna do it like this. I can't keep up that accent this whole time. I think I'm gonna just be normal now. So, I'm gonna get some clouds in there. Because the paint is still wet in that sky, it's gonna work for us. We can really finesse some clouds in there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna fill up on both sides with some straight up white. And then I'm gonna go like this. I'm going to have my brush just kinda, you know, make a little mark right there. I'll make it bigger so you guys can see. One there, I'll do one there. That's gonna be like the floor of my cloud. The way I do my clouds, I like to have them have a nice base, and then I build on top of it, and then a little bit right under it. And I'll do that a couple times. I'll go like this, and you see that paint is already blending in right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some more white. Boom, boom. I'll do a little baby cloud right here too, just because why not? So next, I'm gonna go ahead and take some more white, and then I'm gonna start here. Be very light. Bend that in there, little U shapes. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just, you know, work my way up and work my way down a little bit, just like that. So it's U shapes under the line, and then, you know, little arcs right above it. And I'm gonna have it look like this for now, just like that. I'm leaving it like that. But, you know, we're gonna let this dry and then go ahead and do some more stuff to it. So it's not gonna stay all up like that. It's not up. It actually looks kind of cool, but we want nice full clouds. We want straight Aryan blonde hair, blue eyed type clouds. Now, I'm not a racist. I'm just saying that's how clouds are. Go ahead. Right there. Okay. See? Now we got our shapes going on. And again, if you don't like this step, you can just go ahead, get some blue, some white, boom, just cover the whole thing. I'll do a long cloud right here. Now this one's gonna be mighty. Right there, just like that. All right, there we go. But now it looks wrong because I didn't do the bottom. So let's go ahead and just blend that in there, just like that. Ah, still looks weird. I still want some more clouds on there. So So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this. Maybe a little baby cloud right here. Boom, 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 boom. Just wiggling that in there. None of them are overlapping. I like things to overlap, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make this really big. There we go. All right. So now, I don't even wanna attempt that sand. I just wanna go ahead and let this dry for a little bit. Now is the perfect time to kind of, you know, grab your drink, do whatever you need. Let this sit for like 15-20 minutes. I'm using medium body paint with some light body acrylics too. I've got my white and my raw sienna. That is a light body, so it, you know, kind of blends in there, and it really kind of fluffs up a lot of colors and make them flow a lot easier. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at this right now, and then we're gonna add waves, nice beach right here, little forest, and then we're gonna kind of touch up our clouds just a little bit. So yeah, drink break. See you guys after the break. Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke, free smoke. All right, so a couple beers and a cigarette later, I think this is ready to go. So you know, I'm gonna leave those clouds in there. That's gonna be like the oomph of the entire painting. We're gonna come in there and then just add all these elements with just a bunch of white. But right now, let's work on the beach, the actual beach. So I got my brushes here. I'm actually gonna stick to the medium brush. Now, this is because I don't want to go too crazy with, you know, how we're gonna blend all these colors in there. But basically, we're gonna do the entire that whole step of us just, you know, f***ing around and putting in just one color here and then another color right on top of it. We're gonna do that. So I'm gonna get white. I'm gonna get that raw sienna just like that at the same time. I'm gonna go like this. I'm just gonna fill that up here and there. We're gonna bring that out to the bottom. I'm not gonna like complete my brush stroke all the way. I will during a certain part, maybe like right here, but I'll just start to like really fan this out. We're just gonna work in there like that. Got all that beautiful color. We wanna show that water. But then, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Nothing really else. Nothing else. Then I'm gonna kind of end it right there. Same kind of thing going on with that whole flow with our backwards parentheses, and then we're gonna go like this. We're gonna do a little, like a weird abstract J type shape. So it looks like this. Next, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna start from that line and I'm gonna work my way down. Just bring all that light color down. And you see, I got that nice, beautiful bit of that raw color, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go in and then start to work more of that from behind that lighter sienna and work it in there just like that. Again, you don't want to be too crazy on your pressure. As I say again, like I told you the first time, but you know, you don't want to be too crazy on the pressure when you get towards the water. It's gonna be nice and light. Now again, I'm gonna start to take some more white and that raw sienna. I'm gonna bring it in like that. And yeah, hardest part about painting is kind of like, you know, figuring out what you want and then just doing it, you know. That's all it is. Art is a visual problem. It's like math in that, you know, there is a way to get to where you want. It's just a little more freeform. Not as much discipline as actual math, you know. So you still got to go through the motions to get that whole thing in there. And I have a lot of like this weird color going on, but you know, my brush has got like blue and green in it already. I think it's from the water, but whatever, doesn't matter. Bring this in here like that. All right, we got it. Now I'm gonna get some more paint, just fill this up a little bit. And I'm gonna take some of that paint that I got left over and I'm gonna keep trying to touch up this edge. Again, the more coats of paint that you use, the bolder something's gonna be. And this works primarily for acrylic paints. You know, acrylic is very fast drying. Doesn't take a lot of effort to, you know, kind of just spread it all out and play with it. If you f up, you can just, you know, give it some time. Get some time and just let it sit. Just let it sit there. We're going like that. Let me get some white as well. Just like that. Go ahead. Just kind of go in like that. Now I still see some of that water showing through, but you know, I'm just gonna touch that up with some white, bring that right on top of that. It's alright if it shows through a little bit. At the end, we'll definitely touch this up, make sure we don't see any of that blue going on in there. Alright, so there we go. Let's do a little more. I'm gonna do a little more. Do some right here towards the shore, right there. And you know what? Someone is really playing Everyday Bro outside. Wow, I'm actually gonna let that rock in the background. I really will. Nah, I gotta see what's going on with this. These Dominican moms out there really playing that Jake Paul. Jake Paul, you got some clout in the Dominican community. It's crazy. Not that I approve, but you know, hey, reaching international borders. It's those two little Spanish kids that ruined it. Ruined that whole entire track. Their flow was trash. But they represent for our people, so I guess I gotta go with it. So I'm gonna go like that. Gonna let that sit. Put my brush back in the water. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what, the way I set this up is I really should have just kind of went in with the sand as I was doing it anyway, because I do want a little bit of that green showing in that shore as we go, as we work that in there. But you know, we're gonna finesse this just a little bit. But first, let's go to the clouds so this can have some time to settle in. Now for the clouds, again, that medium brush, clean that out. Very important. If your water gets dirty during that break, you know, you want to go ahead and you want to switch that out. Or you can do it right now. Doesn't matter to me. It's not like I'm the one that really needs to paint. I'm going to go in. I'm going to touch just a little bit. You see how bold that is? Because that blue is all nice and dry. I can just kind of come in. Just pick some spots here and there. I'm doing little taps. Little taps. Wow, people are being really obnoxious outside. Thank God I'm moving. I'm going like that. Yeah, that's good. It's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and take some white, and now I'm just gonna really bold out some of these right here. Just like that. Boom, there we go. Now I'm gonna do some more right here towards the tops. Right here, I'm gonna try and find the biggest kind of like little mounds that I can work in some of these white. Work in some of them wats. Just like that. Boom. There we go. Again, same thing for all clouds. There we go. Let's keep it going. One more. Touching it up very lightly, kind of just like a cloud. Just go in, just like that. I'll do some little squiggles at the bottom, like right here. Another little line right here. I'll do one line right here, kind of like the cloud is trailing off a little bit. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. I actually really like that. So now, you know what? just kind of haze it out a little bit. Next, this all can kind of just settle down. We're still working with white, you know, because, you know, have it on the brush, so might as well. Next, let's keep taking some more of that white, and now I'm going to work that right here on the border of our sand. So let's go ahead and let's just kind of bring that in there. Going in like that. We can go into our sand a little bit because the sand settled in so quick. We can kind of just work on top of it and make these nice little spiky lines. Just go like that. Bring in some of that white right there on the water too. Just like that. Very wild, lots of movement. Not exactly a time-lapse looking type of picture, but you get the point. Next, let's go ahead. I'm going to do some more. I'm going to make it a little bolder here. I'm going to do a nice prominent wave. Maybe like right here. Do another one maybe here too. Just like that. So now we really got that whole kind of like, you know, cascading strong from weak type of wave to the shore. And next, we can do a little extra stuff to finesse that too. Take this brush, let it sit. Then you want your tiny brush, this one right here, and then we're going to take some white paint. And this step is super simple. It's all really easy. It's just getting those motions down and, you know, all that practice. But I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take this white paint. I'm gonna pick a spot wherever the bulk of whatever line you're working on is. You want to work towards the middle first. So I'm going to go in the middle here and just tap, 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 just like that. Up, down, left, right. Diffuse it, kind of let those spread apart, just like that. Up, down, left, right. Have some in the air that aren't even connected to that pile. Just bring that in, just like that. Boom, there we go. Now we can actually add this to wherever we want. I'm going to do maybe a little more here, but again, be very, very light. Hold it really close to the end, kind of like a pencil, like right here, just like that. I'm going to keep going, just lots of little dots. Bring some lines here, a couple lines here. Do the same thing here. Let's get some more white. I'm going to do it maybe one more time, and I'm going to do it right here. Right here towards the bottom. All right, that's cool. So it kind of looks like, you know, the foam is, you know, reaching its way that way. That's all right. A little directionality I didn't really mean to do, but it's okay. It's all right. I know I'm speaking a lot away from the camera. Just a little inebriated. That tends to happen. There we go. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna let that rock right there. And now, actually, we can work on our small little forest. You could do a sun in there. The sun would be a little different. You know what? I'll add it in there at the end anyway. But right there, we've got our sea, our beach, our foam, our clouds. Let's do a forest. Quick little forest, nothing too crazy. I'm going to again use the smaller brush, but this time I will get a little mixing plate. And look, I tried not to mess up all of my colors, and I'm actually kind of sad. These colors are all going to go to waste. Try not to try to have your paints next to you, but use them sparingly and as you need them. You know, just to save the environment. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a little bit of black. Just a little bit of black, because black is a very strong color, very powerful color, very eccentric kind of color. It overtakes anything that gets swallowed up into this color. So you want to use just a little bit to start, and then we'll take some of that green and mix that in there. And if you see, look, it still looks really, really dark. It looks like a really, really dark greenish tinted black, if that makes any sense to you guys whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get some more of this green, and swear to God, if the microphone on the fucking thing, it looks on, but I don't know if it's recording, so that's neither here nor there. But I'm going to take some of this green right here, and this is going to be like the background of the forest, and the forest gets darker as you know, go more into it, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start a little bit away from the shore, and I'm just going to make these little lines that go up like that. Small little lines that go up. Just taking my brush, holding it like a pencil, and if you want, get fancy with it. When in doubt, pinky out. Then you kind of just lay it right here, and then you have some leverage. Boom, just like that. And this works well just by itself, just kind of like that. Just want to keep using lots more paint to bold up this area right here. But you want to work this all the way. Just like that. Keep working that in there. Keep working it in there. Alright, just keep spiking it up, just like that. Now I'm contemplating on just fast forwarding these kind of steps because it's 2017, attention spans are completely shot. People want to get right to the point. They don't want to watch a 35-minute video of this guy painting, talking mad bull. For the record, this is how I talk. Alright. There we go. Keep it going, just like that. Boom. Alright. There we go. That looks good already, just kind of like that. It's like some grass out there right in the background. But I don't want to keep it like that. We do want to have like a nice painting that you guys are going to be proud of showing off. Even if you got to watch this a couple times to actually get it to where you want. But I guarantee if you just pause the video after you hear a step, just wait and you know, work on what I said and then press play once you're ready for the next step. And that goes for if you're actually doing this, you know, with a bunch of other people too at the same time. So let's go ahead and, you know what, I'm gonna bring some more leaves down this way. Let's have them cascade. I'll do a little dotted line, little messy dotted line, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take some more green, some more black, make some more of that color, get us nice and ready. We're just gonna do a bunch of lines like that. And now I'm going into the medium body acrylics. So you want to add some water. I'm taking my brush, I'm dipping it in my water cup, just like that. Then bringing that into the paint. And now I don't care about the tips of this, these brush strokes. Just want to go in, just fill up as much as I can. You can switch to the medium brush for this. But, you know, with the small brush, if you work these strokes individually, you know, some really nice things happen with these lines. These brush strokes do kind of look like they're individuals, like they are different, you know, brush strokes. If you did it with the big brush, they might look a little more uniform, a little more cohesive, and that's not actually what we want because this is a forest. This is a forest. This is not a cityscape where everything is all perfect and we got these nice little edges and man-made things that, you know, make us feel all comfortable. It's wild and crazy. Don't sacrifice your freedom for safety, people. I'm going to DR soon, so I'll be seeing some of this kind of stuff right then and there, but the one thing I'm dreading is the flying part. Flying. The TSA just made me really uncomfortable every single time I flew. Every single time. Basically, I just had to spread my cheeks, lift my sack, and they let me through, but I wasn't going to do all that. There we go. Alright. A little scratchy down at the bottom. Perfect. Alright. Now notice that I do have kind of like a little thing going on down here. Then I've got this all leveled. We're going to add some treetops to that. This is like, you know, just the base of the forest. Now for the treetops. We're going to work with this, but we're going to actually make it a little bit lighter. Not in the way you think. We're not going to take white and mix it on here. Then we get like a grayish green. I'm actually going to take that raw sienna color, that sand color. I'm going to mix that in there a couple times. I'll do it like maybe 1, 2, 3 scoops. with the small brush. Mix the whole thing together. I want the whole thing. I want the whole thing. Now, we're going to do it like this. Palm trees. Super easy. A little star shape. You can be thick or thin with this. So I got a little star shape, one up and down, and an X shape. You can even go more complicated and then do like kind of like an A point. So we got a plus and an X, just like that. And now we just fill up the entire thing. I'm going to do the back first, just like that. Don't be afraid to overlap some of these. It is a forest. I'm going to go like this, small little star right here. I'll do a 5 point, do a 4 point, do a 6 point. Doesn't really matter. Palm trees are different. Like all trees are different. But we gotta stick together, bro. We're all humans, man. We're all trees in the forest. You could even get creative with this. If you guys, you guys seen the Bob Marley shirt, you could just add a bunch of his favorite plants. Just right here at the treetops. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. Alright, now I'm starting to get down into the darker portion of, oh my god, fuck. Mom, shut up. I'll go like that. Alright, so we got our treetops right here. You know what, let's lighten it up even more because we're getting closer to the foreground. We're getting closer to here. So we can add more of that raw sienna color. And I like to use paper plates because, well, at my job before, this was my thing. And, once we're done, we just kind of throw them out. Don't really have to clean up or anything like that. If you're going to invest in doing stuff like this, I mean, acrylic paints, you still want to kind of use something disposable. But if you do oils, you can go ahead and invest in like a actual palette, things like that. I'm going to start to add these lighter trees. Add some stars here and there. Just like that. I'm just starting to add random brush strokes at this point. Not really giving a fuck. There we go. That's pretty good. I'll just add some here to diffuse this like really hard line. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Excellent. Oh, you know what? Seems like it's done. But you know what? We're going to fancy it up a little bit. And I'm going to take this small little brush right here. I am going to clean off my brush. Clean off that brush. And now with this plate, I've got some yellow paint right here. And I'm going to go ahead and give that a little squirt right here. If y'all want the sponsorship, I'm out here. I'm doing my thing. I'm going to add some yellow to my, my little separate plate. But I don't want to use just the yellow because yellow is actually a very weak color. If I try to just put it on there, watch. Boom. I'll add my sun like right here. Look at that. You see the whole background right behind it. No. 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 So we're going to add some white to the side. Make it a nice, really light, kind of like a canary yellow. Just like that. And then now we try it. And I'm just going to make a little circle right here. And now honestly, there's a lot we can do to this painting to really make it advance. But I'll save that for future videos. Right now, we're just trying to paint. So I'm going to go like that. Circles are like the hardest thing to get, because especially perfect circles. Well, I mean, you know, circle ain't a circle if it ain't perfect. But, you know, it's actually really hard to do, because if you fuck up at any moment, you're like, ah, that's not a circle. It's a flying turd. Right there. It's a whole piece of shite. You know what? I think that looks good, especially if I look from far away. You know what? I want to add some white to that. So you can use your base color as a light yellow and then just spread some white right on top of it. Don't go all the way to the edge. Just spread the white out towards the center. So that way. A little ambient lighting. Now it'll take a little bit to actually get all this paint to settle. But if you want, just give it a second. And then you can brighten it up in the future, after the video is done, with some more white or another layer of this really light yellow. But you know what? I'm going to stop it right there. Boom. Brush drop. And yeah, I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. We are all set with our little beach scene. Now again, there are things you can add to this to really kind of keep piling on with details, but you know, I'm not really prepared for that right now. I'm going to save that for future videos. Now, you know, once you're done, you've got one more step to do, and you can do this however you like, but I like to take the small little brush, and I'll do like, I don't know, I'll just do regular old black paint, or you know what, fuck that, let's make it fancy. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take some yellow, not yellow, I'm taking fucking green and blue, mixing those two together, and I'm going to take some white, I'm going to mix that together, I'm going to make that like tropical type of blue that we had going on there. I'm going to take that little brush, I'm going to sign it right here. Boom, and once a year, 2017, god damn, I'm old. And now, we're officially done. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know, I'm not good at doing this whole ending part. But yeah, don't forget to sign, clean off your equipment, get ready for the next video in like another year. But yeah, this is, you know, somewhat you want. You know, you went from a blank canvas now to a nice little beach scene. You brought the beach home with you. Besides that, I want to thank everybody that enabled me to do this. You know, my family out there in CT. I want to thank Tim Hobb. I want to thank Eugene. I want to thank my brothers, everybody. If I left you out, I didn't forget about you. I'm just fucking almost drunk. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Also, hit up the Patreon. That's going to be right down there in the description. And send me any comments for anything you guys want to see or want me to experiment with. If you want me to do oil painting on bigger canvases, like Bob Ross style or something like that, let me know. You want to do drawing, you want to do this, you want to do that. I've done tons of different kinds of art forms. But yeah, this is probably part of the video where you're just like, yo, fuck this guy. He's talking too much. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again next time. Love you.